Late Night Health continues. I'm Mark Alyn, along with the insane Daryl Wayne. You can hear Daryl all over the place, by the way. Daryl, a couple of places?
Yes. Well, latest from thegreatest.com and bossbossradio.com every day.
Every day. Bossbossradio.com and latest from thegreatest.com.
Yeah.
He's great. You should listen to him.
KDSK.com, KTHOradio.com.
He's got more .coms than, and you say you're not in the digital world. Our guest is Anthony Losquadro. He's the founder and director of Intaction, and we're talking about circumcision. I guess last week sometime, Pink posted on her internet, Facebook, Instagram, someplace, a picture of her 2-year-old boy. It was an innocent picture, as Anthony said. A lot of blow up. I mean, she got a lot of comments about showing her circumcised baby's penis. Can you talk about that, Anthony?
Sure, Mark, and great being back again. This is a story that was in Daily Mail, BuzzFeed, Fox News, USA Today, and it was a big blow-up over that the singer, her real name's Alicia Moore, but she goes under the moniker of Pink. She posted a vacation picture on Instagram of her 2-year-old son without a bathing suit on, and normally that wouldn't be a big deal, I suppose, but people started criticizing her that she circumcised her son. And I guess what she didn't realize is that people these days, especially under 40, they view circumcision as something that's kind of barbaric and ignorant to do to a baby. So, to this demographic, which is her fan base, circumcision is akin to wearing a fur coat.
Wow. And where we would throw pink paint on the fur coat.
Yeah, and well, Pink is an animal rights activist, too, so it's kind of a funny metaphor. But, she didn't react kindly to this criticism, and she responded with a lot of, foul language and explicatives, telling people to mind their own business.
Right.
Of course, when you post a picture on Instagram, it becomes everybody's business.
Of course it does.
Well, I mean, I grew up as a baby boomer, and in junior high school and high school, we all showered together, and we knew what was going on. And I would think somebody that was not circumcised would have just stood out in the crowd, so to speak. I think that, I grew up in a what I would consider to be a WASP kind of environment, and everybody that I knew at that time was, and the people that weren't were sort of considered to be, the exception rather than the rule.
And my wife and I had a long, heated argument when our son was born, because I wanted a ritual Jewish circumcision. It's called a bris. And the reason I did was, one, because of the religious factor, but I wanted him, you shower with your kids at one point or another. And I wanted him to look up at me and look down at himself and see a similarity, okay? There were no complications from the bris. There were great celebration. We didn't serve deli. But the point is that we did have an argument, and he did cry. I've been to many brises, half cry, half don't cry. I have not heard of any problems with having a circumcision. Are there? Do people die from them? Do kids die from it?
Mark, the complications range from emotional harm to death, and unfortunately,
Wait. How many people die from a circumcision? How many men die, boys?
Well, babies die. The estimates are, from studies and research that I've read, from 50 to 117.
A year? Or
a year. And the reason why it's hard to pin it down is hospitals tend to put the thing is like, if a baby dies, they say, well, he died from infection, not from the circumcision, or he died as a reaction to anesthesia, but not from circumcision, or he died from hemorrhage. So they don't always code it properly, and I think there's a thing in the medical industry where they really don't want to know, and that this is a business for them. Circumcision is $1 billion business. we're a fee-for-service medical system, so the doctors want to keep doing this. And the adverse reactions, because the public is kind of on board with this, or at least it has been in the past, they don't want to rock the boat.
I have a question for our guest, Henry, who's in studio here. Henry, do they circumcise boys, babies in China or not?
No.
No, it's not done. No. Okay, I was just curious about that.
That's the same thing in Europe. If you ask the European, what do you think about circumcision, they'd say you're crazy. Because by and large, unless you're Muslim or Jewish person living in Europe, there's no circumcision going on at all.
And Jews are less than 1% of the world's population, so there's not a lot of cutting going on there. Anyway, hey, Anthony, thank you very much for sharing your point of view. Good luck with Intaction. If you want some information on Anthony, you can find it at latenighthealth.com. Also, you can go to intaction.org, intaction.org, for more information about the organization and learn more about circumcision from Anthony Losquadro. I'm Mark Alyn, and coming up next on Late Night Health, a robot dog. I wonder if you have to walk it. I know you don't have to clean up the poop, but, well, we're going to find out more about that as Late Night Health continues. Be sure to join us at latenighthealth.com, and I'm going to get it right this time, facebook.com/Late Night Health Radio. Don't go away, more coming up.